All right, we're back. It's been a couple weeks. I've been sick and we've had some snow, but it's starting to warm back up a little bit. I feel better. And if you haven't realized by now, my name is Matt with Anchors Away Junk Removal in Holland. We haul it all but the mother-in-law. So, my video today is on common mistakes in junk removal. If you haven't got a chance or you don't really know, I did a live yesterday with Sonoma Strong Holland and junk removal. They're probably one of, if not the premier junk removal YouTube channels out there, but they've also been in business 7 years and they've, learned by doing. And it doesn't matter how long you've been doing this. We all make mistakes. It's trying to learn from our mistakes and not repeat as we move, into each month or each week and, so forth and so on. But common mistakes in junk removal, right? And if you see me looking down, it's because I have a list that I wanted to write so I would remember, because making these videos, sometimes you get caught up in wanting to talk, or I get caught up in wanting to talk and get on a soapbox about stuff that is completely irrelevant. But let's see. The first one, underpricing while you're doing an estimate. So underpricing, that means you go out there, you're not really sure, maybe you didn't do your research or you're just not sure when you're doing an estimate how you should price the job based off of your equipment, your dump fees, your, whatever it is that go into your equation. And I'll give you all a story. I had been in for 2 years into business, and I did an estimate to clean out a two apartment complexes, 2-story apartment complex, 1 unit on the second floor, 1 unit on the first floor. There was a fire and it had charred everything in this second floor apartment. The drywall, everything was charred. The drywall was old. It had some of the metal, mesh backing on the, something I've never seen. And then in the first floor, everything had to go. Appliances, the charred furniture, it all had to go. I priced it or quoted it at 6 truckloads. And, little did I realize it was going to be 12 truckloads. And almost double what it cost me compared to what I quoted. So we all make mistakes, but when you make a mistake like that, once you send out the estimate, yeah, you could go back to the customer and you could try to get a little bit more, but it's a learning experience, and it's a hard learning experience that, hopefully will teach you when you make these mistakes, and it won't be as bad as the one I made, that you need to maybe think about what your estimate's going to be a little bit more. And then nowadays, I always take my estimate and I put a little bit more on top just in case something happens or I was wrong. Hard lesson learned, lots of money out of my pocket, 6 extra loads. You live and learn. There's no community college or university or class that you could take to teach you other than on-the-job training and what to do and what not to do on the next one. Then we got ignoring your state licensing and regulations. You cannot ignore, if you're starting off a business, it is not in the best interest to ignore what your state requires when it comes to licenses, permits, or anything. I'll be honest, in Virginia, a business license is $40 to $50 a year. You have some insurance. I use Next on insurance. It's strictly to protect you and your business while you're at somebody's house in case of an accident, in case something happens. You have that liability insurance in order to protect yourself, protect your business, right? So don't ignore the state permits, licenses, and all that, and just want to go back to just doing business the right way. Now, if it's your side hustle and you just kind of want to get your feet wet, see how it goes a little bit, but once you become an actual business, LLC, S Corp, whatever it is that you choose, you should have all your state mandated licenses, because the IRS and the cities, you know, there's no wiggle room. If you are not operating legally, they can shut you down or you can get fined quite a bit. All right. So the third one, oh, here you go. And these are in no particular order. Not putting funds away from each job for mistakes or mechanical issues with your equipment, or even for the slow months. A lot of times the slow months in junk removal historically have been between October and February of every year. You want to make sure you have a little bit of a nest egg to carry you through the winter months. And then in my case, just this past year, when your dump truck decides to shit and go down and it costs you a good amount of money, you want to have that nest egg put away to take care of it, so that way it doesn't hurt you that bad. But a lot of times people get into, wow, I'm making a lot of money, I'm gonna go ahead and make the money, spend the money, be able to put away a little bit of a nest egg for those times where you're not expecting something to go wrong and it goes wrong. Keeping with the financials, the next one would be spending too much money in the beginning of your junk removal business. There's too many free resources out there for you in the beginning to get your feet wet, to make a little bit of money. And now looking back, I would say I would start small. I would build a business, not trying to compete with all your other competitors or your franchises, but I would start small. I would put some money away specifically for new equipment or whatever it is that your goal is. If you want a dump truck and right now you got the 1982 Pinto with a 5x10 trailer, you want to let the business pay for your equipment instead of you coming out of pocket or using credit. So always have a budget in mind of where you want to be, a goal that you want to be at. So in the beginning, maybe you set your goal at, hey, I would like to put away $10,000 in the beginning in order to buy whatever's next. And then for your tools, you should look on Marketplace, OfferUp. You should look at those places, but a lot of times you're gonna get tools just based off your jobs. I can't tell you the hundreds of shovels and rakes and different tools that I've acquired by doing different junk removal jobs over time. So just be frugal in the beginning. Every dollar counts. We don't need to put $1,000 a week in some marketing. Wait until you know that your business is right, structured correctly, and it's going to take off. Then maybe you can spend a little bit more. But if you have money already and you want to put in maybe $5,000 into marketing, do your research, because every state, every area is different. You want to make sure that you're putting that money in the right place. I could tell you right now that putting money into Yelp marketing is probably not going to work. Putting money into becoming certified through different places in your area, the Better Business Bureau. What I found, and it might be different for you, but what I found is that's just a money play to get you certified so you look good, but they don't do anything for you. All right. My experience, and it's just my opinion, you just have to be careful where you put your dollars. I want my dollars to go out to produce more and have a ROI, a return of investment. So be careful where you spend your dollars in the beginning. You just want to put them in a place where they can return your money with some extra, right? Not utilizing social media. You want to make sure that you're on every single platform. We'll go Facebook. You want to be on Facebook. I would have my personal page like I do, but I would have a business page, and I would post like I do on my business page. Go back to your personal page, like it, share it, and that way you can continue, right? And I would look up all realtors, all property investors, property managers, and try to join as many groups in your area as you possibly can. So when you when you post something, you can share it to 20, 30, 40 different groups of the types of businesses and types of people that you want them to see your business. All of that's free. LinkedIn, have a LinkedIn page. Make sure that you're showing yourself or your team or your equipment. People want to see a lot of before and afters, but they want to see who's going to show up to their house. Hi, I'm Matt. This is me. This is my equipment. I'm coming to your house to do the estimate. We spoke on the phone. You saw my picture. They like that. It's comfortable for the customer. Trying to do more than just what you start off to do, right? So a lot of times we get into junk removal, and then the customer says, hey, can you cut trees down? You're not an arborist, unless you are. If you're an arborist, hey, by all means, make your money. Oh, do you power wash? Can you do landscaping? I am none of those. I just do junk removal and light demolition, sheds, hot tubs, patios, decks. I stick with only what I know that I feel comfortable with, but there are people out there that will tell the customer, yes, I can do that, and they have no clue of what they're doing. They go research on YouTube and hope to God they can do the job when it comes time. Don't ever want to get yourself into a desperate situation where you're not sure if you could do it. So I would stick with the junk removal niche in the beginning, build your business off of that, perfect the junk removal business. And if you want to spread your wings per se, spread your wings into something that you can effectively do and do it well, because your brand, your name, everything's on the line with every job that you do. Scaling your business too quick. You do not want to try to scale your business too quick without knowing at least a year or two into the business financially how it is in your market. How are you going to do? What is it that you're going to do? And is it financially stable enough for you to add another truck, add another vehicle, hire a team? There's a lot that goes into it. You want to make sure that you have a good CRM. You want to be able to make sure that every customer, big or small job, you always want to make sure you have some kind of a record of their name, address, phone number, email. You want to be able to reach out to them, especially in the slow months, whenever you would like to shoot off a mass email or text or send them Christmas cards or whatever it is. You need something and to be, okay, these are my customers, right? I personally in the past have used Square, but there's things out there that you can use. Workies, House Call Pro. There's plenty of different CRMs that you can use. You just got to find the one that works for you and what best fits your business. So definitely make sure that you're keeping your customers' information, especially for the future, because if you do a great job in the beginning, you're going to get repeat customers. And it would be nice to know when they call you back, you already have their information. You'll look back at, what did I do for them last time? Oh, I got a couch and a refrigerator. This time they want their shed demoed and removed. You'll be able to address them a little bit better. You'll refresh your memory. And it's just good business practice to have a customer base so that way you can use it at a later time. Let's see. Understanding your transfer station and your dump pricing and what their laws and regulations are. You cannot just take certain things to your landfill and dump it. You have to make sure that you're following, what their laws are, what they ask you to bring or what not to bring. Let's say you have tires, but your landfill does not allow you to bring tires. You need to find out in your local area, where can you bring tires? How much does it cost to dispose of those tires? Or paint or hazardous materials, because we all, somebody always wants to sneak in something. And what you don't want to do is get booted from your landfill because of something that you could have controlled from the very beginning. So these are just a few things to think about when you're starting junk removal in the area that you're in. We're all different. We have different prices per ton at our dumps and our landfills. We all have different rules and regulations and licensing at every state that we're in. You just have to do a little bit of research and find out, so you're protecting yourself, you're protecting your company. But definitely take a look at the video that I posted below with Matt and JoJo that we did live yesterday. They're very knowledgeable. You should check them out. Watch a lot of their videos. Watch my videos. Comment, like, and subscribe. But I'm only into year 3, and I'm giving you, from my perspective in the junk removal business, these common mistakes, right? These common mistakes, and maybe some of them are not mistakes. Some of them are just things that we didn't think about. But to go back to what I was saying about the social media. Social media. Very important, very financially friendly. You don't put a lot of dollars out there unless you run ads, and that's fine. But if I was going to start all over again, I can tell you right now, Facebook, LinkedIn, free Yelp, the free Yelp. Once you sign up for Yelp, there's going to be 100 calls. You're going to get spammed. Google My Business, right? These are ones that you never have to pay for. Even if you get calls about them, don't feel the need to have to spend money unless it's working in your area, right? Nextdoor is another one, but I found that I just post on Nextdoor. People can recommend you on Nextdoor, and this is your neighborhood app. A lot of times you sign up and it sticks you within your area. You want to put all of your social media into the same groups, right? So if I post this over here on Facebook, I posted the post on LinkedIn, I posted the same post. Just across the board, you want to put the same post on all. Keep it uniformed, keep it clean. Always make sure that you put your website, if you have your website, so they know where to find you, your phone number, your company logo. Like I said, we haul it all but the mother-in-law, right? I always put that in my post. I always put the website because I want you to be able to quickly find me, look it up, look at our reviews, and keep up the Google My Business. Make sure that you're updating Google My Business a couple times a week, but it's completely filled out. You want to make sure Google My Business is filled out correctly, and then make videos. You can post them on TikTok because that's free. You can make shorts and videos on YouTube. That's free. All of these things are going to help your business grow. And I know it seems like there's a lot, but you just have to start in the beginning, put in that extra work, spend a few hours after work updating and liking and sharing. And don't forget about Instagram too. Instagram is another one that you should also be on. Create a Craigslist account, but Craigslist is not free. Those ads are $5 an ad, and for a long time I would post at 8 o'clock in the morning and at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And you want to use your keywords, the hashtags, you want to use all the keywords for your area so customers can find you easily. And always answer your phone. I answer the phone and a lot of times it's spam, but that one call you think is going to be spam might be a customer out of state that's living in your area that has an out of state phone number. I mean, you just never know. So make sure you have a plan. Look out for these small common mistakes that we make. Go into it with a open mind. Be prepared to be in the business for the long run, not for just the small gains in the beginning. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint. If you want to be successful in junk removal, you have to take the right steps in the beginning to build the foundation for the future of your business. And who knows, in 3, 4, 5 years from now, you could have 5, 6, 7 trucks making $1.5 million a year. But I can sit here and honestly tell you that in the first 8 months that I started this business, I did over $100,000. And the second year was more than that. And this year we're cooking with hot grease. We're looking good. We had a couple bumps in the road. We got an abnormal slow season, but I don't remember it snowing the last couple of years. So that might be another reason. You just got to be able to ride that wave. You got to pivot whenever it's time to pivot and just continue. You always got to remember, there's no excuses. It's just hustling. And I will see y'all on the next video. So much love and appreciation for y'all watching the video, commenting on the video, liking, subscribing. Can't wait for the next video that I make. I love this kind of stuff. I love talking to the wall. But no, I love giving information, and I love hearing from other people that want to do junk removal. I've had quite a few phone calls the last couple of weeks, and it's such an honor to get those phone calls, because you're like, okay, maybe I'm doing something right if they're calling. But check out all the videos on junk removal, not just 1 or 2, but take a look at as many junk removal videos and creators as you can, because they're all doing great things in different ways and in different states, right? So until next time, it's been a great honor to be able to bring you these videos. I hope you got something out of today, and let's go out there and hustle. Okay, until next time, it's Matt, Thinkers Away Junk Removal and Hauling. We haul it all, but the mother-in-law. Peace.